There are good things even in bad things.
Why are you saying that now?
The war, it is awful. It's an awful thing that people suffer and die, but there's always something good behind war. People come together. It brings empathy. The whole world tries to help. Something that started as a bad thing ends up being a good thing. Do you understand?
Hmm.
There's nothing totally bad. The
Yeah.
war seems terrible, but there are good sides of the war. People find courage. People find togetherness. People find love. People find empathy.
Yeah.
Sometimes war is necessary.
Is necessary.
Sometimes
Hmm.
war
And
is necessary.
do you think that this war was necessary for these reasons that you just named?
Exactly. You see, the whole world will come out stronger with this war. The whole world will come out stronger with this war.
What about the nuclear plants that are there? Will they explode?
The world will not come to an end, if that is what you want to know. The world will not come to an end.
When this war will be finished? Do you know?
This war will finish soon, soon, soon.
Can we ask you what are the reasons why Putin attacked Ukraine?
Because he's afraid of the Americans. And it's not a war that it started today. It has been going on for some time now. There's conflict between the two countries. It has been going on for a while, this war.
Mhm.
This is just, how do you say, what makes the camel back break.
What America has to do with Ukraine?
Oh, America is a country, is a very, very strange country. They're used to taking control. They're used to taking control of all others. They're used to being on top. So they want to control the whole world. And that is not possible. Soon, the American empire will decline. It will decline.
In what way Putin, by attacking Ukraine, is defending himself from America?
He is not only defending himself from America, it's proving that he can still be strong. He's trying to prove himself. He's not only defending himself from America, he's also trying to prove himself. It is a question also of, how do you say, of ego.
And how can we stop him?
We are doing our best to stop him. He too, how do you say it, is waiting for a little, an advancement of other countries to start a war like he thinks should be. He is waiting. He's alert. We are doing our best to make him not pull the trigger, so to say.
You're talking about Putin.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
He is alert. We have stopped the war so many times in the past. We have stopped the world war so many times in the past.
Can you tell me where and when?
Many times in the past. We have stopped. In the World War One, we have stopped the exploding of the earth. World War II, we have stopped many atomic bombs. Now we will stop this. We hope it doesn't burst out into World War III, but the world will not come to an end.
That's reassuring. And how are you going to stop this war?
We enter the minds telepathically.
Which mind of who? Are you talking, for example, are you able to enter the mind of Putin and speak to him?
All the leaders, even China is involved. Even Korea is involved. They are all ego-based leaders. They follow their ego, understand? And they want to rule the whole world. All these countries want to rule the whole world. So everybody's on their lap. Everybody's on their lap.
Okay, so if these people are listening to their ego, how are they going to listen to you instead? How are you going to convince them?
There are a lot of commands. We have very strong power over the mind. We have strong power over the mind. We can guide them. They can be very, how to say, ego inclined, but we can guide. We implore ourselves.
Will they still retain the ability to choose and their freedom, or are you able to just impose through a sort of mind control power?
It is a kind of mind control power. We, how do you say, guide them to think like we want them to. It's not like, for example, you can't just say to somebody who is hungry, don't eat. You can say, do you know this food is not good for you? It might not be digested very well. Maybe it is not time to eat. There are so many ways.
And can you stop an atomic bomb from exploding?
We haven't been able to do that yet. We can stop it from being sent, we can stop it before the button is pushed. But unfortunately, when all is done, it is difficult to stop.
There are structures in Ukraine where they use atomic energy. Is it not dangerous that there is a war just next to them?
We are controlling that too. It will not happen.
How are you controlling this, if I can ask?
There are people in control in this place where it is atomic. We are controlling even the army forces that are moving towards there.
So can you reassure us that these places where they are producing nuclear energy will not explode because of the war?
I cannot assure you, but according to the probabilities, it will not explode.
Okay. Thank you. So it's good to know that the war will end soon. Do you think that the meditation and all these things that people are doing around the world are somehow helping to stop the war?
It is not only helping to stop the war, the meditations people are taking all around the world. It is also helping to bring people together. The war looks like a horrible thing, but the war is bringing up a lot of empathy all around the world. People are learning to love one another. People are learning to appreciate what they have. It is not all bad.
So do you think that all this movement of all these changes of consciousness are going to bring us more peace than wars in the future?
The new world is coming.
Last time you also mentioned that there would have been wars and you used the plural. What other wars do we have to expect?
There are already other wars around the world. There are already other wars around the world.
And what will be the next war, if you can predict this, or if you can help us to understand that this maybe we could try to avoid that?
I cannot disclose that.
Mm.
It is not good for the people there to hear this.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to have a more stability and more peace on Earth?
Peace comes from within. Peace comes from the soul. We have to stop looking for peace outside, around us. We have to start looking for peace within us. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Ask from within the peace. Peace can only come from within.
Yeah, okay, so say for example, I'm in peace, you are in peace, and then there's someone that is not in peace and that will, just throw a bomb. How can we prevent this from happening?
If there are more, you have to understand the power of thoughts, the power of vibrations. Everything is vibration. Everything is frequency. For example, if my vibration is high, for example, we are 5 in a room and 4 have a very high vibration. That one person with a low vibration cannot overcome because there are more people with high vibration. Can you get me?
Yes.
This is an example. That person will subside. That person will, how do you say it, gradually or be moved away from the presence of others and isolate himself, being, how do you say, petrified, or will also raise his vibration. There is more probability that its vibration will be raised.
Okay. So how, is my question, how can we raise our vibrations in the moment?
This is a good question.
Yeah, in the moment in which we kind of feel the sadness for these people, we feel the fear that the war could extend.
One thing, be careful what you put in your mouth. Like Christ said, it is not only what you put in your mouth, it is what also comes out of your mouth. But be careful what you put in your mouth. The food you eat.
Yeah.
The water you drink. Bless the water and the food before you eat. Eat natural inclined food, natural food, not processed food. It is very important what you put in your body. Your vibrations can be raised with what you put in your body. There are people who smoke and drink and think it does not affect them. It not only affects you, but it affects the people around you because your vibration will be lowered and it will lower the vibration of people around you. Do you get me?
Yes. So it's important what you put inside your body.
Yes, it is very important what you put.
And what about our thoughts and our emotions related to people that are suffering, which lower our vibration because we feel sad for them?
I did not get your question.
Do you think that if I feel compassion and sadness for those people that are suffering in the war, I lower my vibration.
No, you do not lower your vibration. Your vibration will always be high. You feel empathy. You feel empathy for who is suffering. And you feel the urge to help. No, it does not lower your vibration.
What if I cry because of the war and I become sad?
That is you have to be very careful. Do not move from one situation to another. You have to be very careful. Empathize with others, but do not bring yourself down.
Okay, and
It is good. It is good to empathize. I get your question. It is good to empathize. Feel what your neighbor feels, but try and put it. How do you say? It is also very important to do concrete things, because when you feel empathy, you have to do the work to help. You understand? That will bring your vibration higher because you feel fulfilled when you do something about it. There are so many ways to do something about it. It is not only going there physically. You can pray, you can meditate for that person, and then you feel fulfilled. Do you get what I'm saying? It is a give and return situation. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah. And what do you think about people that are going there to fight together with the people from Ukraine?
You have to know that these are people before being born. They have already chosen to participate in this war. It is part of their life purpose to participate in the war. Never judge anybody. Never judge anybody. We are all playing a role on this earth. Some are playing good, some are playing bad. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
We all learn from all this.
Okay.
You have to look at the whole picture from a higher perspective.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. The wars are, as you said before, a way also to bring people together and help their consciousness to grow, become more empathic, etc., etc.
Exactly.
Okay. So people that have chosen to play the bad, the people that have chosen to attack, are they still part of this game, isn't it?
We are all playing a role.
Mm-hmm. But still, when we say that we need to raise our vibrations, it means that we need to try to be in the side that is for peace, not violence,
Exactly.
and do not judge all others and their
Do
choices.
not judge. Absolutely no judge.
So do you think that we should send them love or pray for them? Do you think that these kind of things are helpful, or we should just, like, I don't know, send them food?
You don't know the power of the thought. The power of thought is incredible. When you think a thought of love and you send love to people in need and you send love to people in war, they in some way get the feeling of this love. When you pray for who is in need, prayers are heard. There is a place, actual place in heaven, in the astral, where prayers arrive and are being seen. They are like colors. They arrive in the astral plane like colors, rays of colors.
And who is addressing this request once they arrive on this place?
There are a lot of, how do you say, angels who addresses all prayers. You have to know that the power of prayer is very strong. You can pray for a loved one not to die, and the loved one will live. Do you
Mm.
understand? The loved one will live. Prayers are very strong. Sometimes can seem strange. You have to be careful what you pray for. Sometimes it can seem strange. You can pray, for example, a loved one that he should not die, but maybe it is a time to die. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is time to let go. So when you pray, pray for the higher self, for the highest good of whoever you are praying for the highest good of whoever you are praying for.
Okay. And can you give us a message for those people in Ukraine that are suffering? Something that you want to tell them?
I just want to tell them that it is not easy, that they have chosen a life like this. It might seem absurd, it might seem terrible, but they chose a life like this. Now it is time to have courage. It is time to have courage and know that it is not forever. This world, on this third density, not everything lasts forever. You understand? It will pass. It will transcend. Live in empathy with others around you and live it like a blessing to be able to bring out all the love they have within them.
Okay. We will pass the message. Thank you. Now, just before we finish, can I ask if there was anything from the previous sessions that we didn't get it right, or anything that you want to correct because maybe the person in hypnosis didn't translate it with the words that you wanted to use, or any interference?
Like I said, she picks up on all kinds of energies. You are here to guide her. You know what is right. People, they have to discern, choose, know, feel in their heart. The intuition is very important.
I actually had one person in particular that was not believing it, and she asked me for proof, but of course
Okay.
I don't think, I said I don't think I can give you any proof, but I don't know if you want to give her any answer.
The proof is in our intuition. The proof is in our intuition. Let me explain to you this way. Any message of hope is always welcome, right? Any message of hope is always welcome. And then the person listening, if it uplifts, if it brings your vibration into a higher state, then you know it is right. If it uplifts you and makes you want to embrace your neighbor and give love and give hope to your neighbor, you know that it is real.
And what if you get triggers from the message and you misunderstand and you think that the message is wrong because you got triggered?
Whatever it is, on the long run, it will bring a positive impact. Maybe not immediately, but on the long run, it will bring a positive impact.
Okay. I agree. My personal idea is that sometimes people get confused because They have personal issues that they haven't solved. They don't understand themselves very well. And they sometimes they just misinterpret. But this can happen with anyone, not just with the spiritual
You
message.
have to know, you have to know that there are a lot of different kinds of energy. There are dark energies and light energies. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Some people are being triggered by some other energies that do not serve their good.
Mm.
I am not saying that you should believe in everything, but be inclined on believing in the highest good of humanity, the highest good of your neighbor, the highest good of yourself. If you are inclined of believing in the and accepting and wanting the highest good of others and yourself, you know that the message is right. That is the most important thing. I want to say something about war.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Please, please, do not let hate take over. Do not let hate take over. Try to feel the love. If you cannot feel the love for your enemy, which is, I know, understandable, difficult, feel the love with your neighbor. Feel the love with your family. Feel the love with the person beside you. Try to feel love and not hate. Try to feel love and not hate.
Thank you.